Oh my goodness, everybody. What is up? This is Matthew Sitz with another episode of What's Up with Matthew Sitz. And I don't even know what episode we're on because, I don't even know what day it is. It doesn't even matter. Shout out to Dollop Coffee. I hear somebody in the background. They're kind of stepping on my toes. We haven't even brought them in yet, but that's because they're awesome. I wanted her since day one in this episode, and she's finally responded to my text. Folks, we've got our special guest, and this special guest is Elizabeth Ledo. Elizabeth, are you there?
I'm right here, baby. I'm right here.
What is up? How are you? What are you doing these days?
I'm fine. I'm fine. My family and people that I care about are healthy, and that is the priority. But I'm also losing my mind because I'm losing my mind. So I'm housewifing a lot. We're doing a lot with the house, which has been cool to get done and be able to be a part of that and facilitate that. But yeah, it's difficult. I like being alone, but I really like socializing, and it's one of the reasons I'm drawn to the career I'm drawn to. And that's been a difficult transition to kind of be a little more insulated. Not by choice. So, but it's all right. The sun's out today. It's a beautiful day. I was weeding earlier, and I mean,
nice.
Come on. Yeah.
Can you do
cocktail hours in like 15 minutes?
I'll be right over.
I go by European time.
Gotcha.
And then when I have to shift, I just shift. I basically follow the 5 p.m. line throughout the cycle of the sun.
Oh.
So it's my way of giving back to the universe. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, if my friends in Australia are drinking, I should probably be drinking with them. If my friends in Scandinavia are drinking, I definitely need to be drinking with them.
It's a sign of respect to your friends.
That's what I do. That's how I roll. I'm an ensemble member.
That's right. All right, the fun stuff. Yeah. Oh, and Elizabeth was talking about. I'm sorry. Do you go by Elizabeth, Liz, or
Elizabeth? And a lot of people call me Ledo. I go by my last name quite a bit because I guess some people Elizabeth's just too many syllables.
Yeah.
So I get Ledo a lot, which I actually love, and I know it makes me feel good. But I do not like Liz, and when it happens, I've had to start getting more confident to speak out, because I used to be like, oh, it's okay, whatever you want to call me. And now I'm like, yeah, I really don't like to go. Liz was the girl I was in grade school and high school, and I'm Elizabeth or Ledo. Ledo's great, but not Liz.
Perfect.
Fair. I'm so glad I got this now out in the ether.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure
this from here on out. I'll just play it at every first rehearsal.
Yeah. Just hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody, real quick little thing. All right, and scene. Yeah.
And scene. All right, perfect. All right, Elizabeth. I said it right. How'd you you're an actress. You're an actor in Chicago and all over the place, actually. And you've worked on a few shows at Court, which we'll get to in one of our games. But how did you get into theater? How did you get into theater?
When I was a sophomore in high school, I was a mediocre athlete, a mediocre student, and I was in a Spanish class, and our Spanish teacher got ill where she had to be gone for about 3 months. And a woman came in and took over the class, a long-term substitute teacher. And one day she just said to me, it'd be so great if you could focus this energy that tends to disrupt the class into something positive. And she's like, I challenge you to audition for the fall play. Their auditions are today after school. And I was like, sure, a challenge. So I went, never did any of that in my life. Went and auditioned, didn't even look at the cast list the next morning. And somebody who's like office running, you remember that in high school when people
with the little notes and
and someone came to one of my the classroom and saw me to give a note to the whatever and was like, and I was like, can I go to the bathroom? And I went and I looked at the cast list, and I got like one of the leads, and I was like,
uh-oh.
And then I did it. The play was called More Than Meets the Eye. I have no idea who wrote it.
Who was it written by? Transformers?
Yeah, probably. More Than, nicely done. That's what I'm gonna say next time I tell this story. And it was written by the Transformers. No, I'm gonna steal your joke. No, I have no idea. I have no idea who wrote it. And I did it, and I was good at it. And I had not been good at anything. I had been media. I mean, I've been good at things, but okay, I was actually really good at it, and it was organic in me. I didn't know. I was 14 years old. I didn't take children's theater. I didn't dance. I didn't.
Sure.
And so I was like, all of a sudden, that rush of being like having a response like that. Like, wait a minute, I rose up a little bit to it. It was something I was like, I got to keep trying this and working on it.
Yeah, that was the bug that bit you.
Yeah. And then the next year I told my parents, I was like, as I'm looking for colleges, I'm looking for schools to go and study theater.
All right.
And then I went to Loyola University here in Chicago, and it's a great program in the sense that they let you be your own artist and find your way and not try to impose all these styles and implications on you. And I appreciated that. And then it just went from there. But it happened really by this challenge by a substitute teacher.
Substitute teacher. Shout out to whatever her name is.
Her name is, I think I still remember it, Susan something.
Susan.
Susan.
Oh,
Susan something.
Susan something.
I wish I did remember I knew it for a long time because when I would speak of that, I would speak of her. And then I've lost, I'm old now, Matt. So
you look so old.
Yeah, I can't retain.
Please.
I don't know. Where am I and who am I talking to? So.
Okay. Yes. Elizabeth, are you ready to have some fun?
I always am ready to have some fun, and you know that.
I do know that. All right, folks. This is a new game that we're premiering with Elizabeth Ledo, and this one is called Rapid Memory Fun Times. Hooray! All right, so here are the rules of Rapid Memory Fun Times. Hooray! Our producers spent a lot of time thinking about this that title.
Yeah, the name is. I can't wait for the T-shirts.
All right, here we go. I'm going to name a play you worked on at court, and as quickly as possible, you have to shout out a memory you have about it. Could be a memory from something on stage, behind the scenes, in rehearsal, whatever. Doesn't matter. Keep it clean.
Keep it clean.
Now, that's the keep it clean is not from the producers, but that's from me. Okay?
Keep it clean. Yeah, sure. No.
All right. Elizabeth, are you ready?
I'm ready.
The timer starts now. One man, two governors.
The joke that I always had to come up and make up with Eric at the end, and I one time said boobs. Is that okay?
I love it. Oh, the attitude. You always had to make it up. Now, was there insight by that? Was it trying to get him to crack on stage?
It was trying to get him to crack up, and it was trying to get Tim Kaine, who was waiting to make an entrance, and all those guys. This was universal. I wanted everyone to have a good time. I wanted everyone to laugh. And I believe we kept a log of all the things I said. It's somewhere I have a log of all the things I said. Somewhere.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Here we go. The Secret Garden.
Oh, the one. So when sweet little Tori would come off before the end of Act 1, I'd have to yell Mary, and she'd have to come off and then go right back on for a quick second. Every time she came off, I was in some kind of thing to make her laugh. So because I figured out that even though she was professional and she could handle it, so I'd get weird costume things so she'd come off, or I'd be showing my butt or doing things like that. And it's not my butt, it was in underwear, but
of course
but it was my butt.
It's good. Just say whatever you want. Forget what I said. I'm sorry.
That's what I would do. I would basically try to crack her up, and God love her, 12 years old, and she put up with it like a veteran. Loved her for that.
Next show, Tartuffe.
Tartuffe. Oh, this is easy. This is when AC, we are on stage. It was towards the end of the play, right before the guys are going to come to arrest him. And Travis's character gives him his money, and he's like, you can go take my horse, you can get away. And he's got this speech he's supposed to give of like, thank you so much, I'm sorry I was mean to you. And of course it's all in verse. And he just started it and kind of went up, and he just went, bye, and he ran off stage. And all of us, the whole cast is essentially on stage at this point. We all just went like, and everyone had to turn upstage, backs to the audience, and get composed because he was just like, I don't sound, bye, and he ran off. Still one of my favorite things, and every time I see him, I remind him that, and we have a great hearty laugh.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Last show, the Comedy of Errors.
Oh gosh, you know what? This is the first show that my niece saw. She was 5 at the time, a little earlier than 5. It was the first play that she was old enough to see, and there was a scene where there was a joke that was going around where I had to go and find a Coca-Cola for my sister, and I finally get one, and she's just like, I'm like run around. I show up on stage, I'm like, and I found you a Coke, and she's just like, yeah, I don't need it anymore, and so the character just is like real angry, and no one in the audience laughed except I hear my little 5-year-old niece go, oh, Auntie.
Heartbreaker, not heartbreaker, heartwarming.
She was the only one that laughed at my bit. And I still talk about it to this day, because I was like, I don't care if there were crickets. If that little girl had a good time, so be it. Job done.
All right, you passed.
Did I win?
You won.
What do I win?
5,000 bonus points. It's not money. I'm sorry.
Just bonus points. I win 2 comps to my substitute teacher when I track her down for the next choir show I do. How about that?
No problem. All right, folks. Next game is called Picture This.
I'm here.
Okay, so Brent will start the clock, and he'll give us updates in the chat about how much time is left. So you just have to draw the first book. And if I guess what you're drawing or what book you're drawing, then you get a point.
Okay. You tell me when I start.
Oh, and okay, here we go. And go.
Oh, here we go.
It's a googly, it's clouds. It's a light bulb. It's a book house, Little House on the Prairie. Is that a book? Arrow. It's a book. I don't know books. Catcher in the Rye. I just say that because it's my favorite book. Is it a kid's book?
Oh, hold on.
Oh! It's a tornado. It's Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
Whew. Okay.
My dogs think I'm crazy right now, which is I love it. Okay, so now I can clear that because we got it. I got it.
Yes, you got a point.
Yes.
We're on for the second book, and
is a book. Oh God, God love us. Here we go.
Go.
Okay.
It's a circle. It's a man. It's a woman. It's a person. I'm getting a nod. Yes. They have arms. That's good. They have a short leg. They have a really short leg, or it doesn't matter about their leg. Okay. There's curly cues. Pippi Longstocking. Is that a coil or a spring? Coil, spring, coil. It's a wire. 30 seconds left.
Okay.
What is that? It's a person. I know it's going to be real obvious. 15 seconds. They're jumping in the. Is this a book? Lassie? That's not a book.
You told me they're all books.
I know. I'm sorry. It's a book. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Shoot. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
So red. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. Yes. Tell me, what was it?
Oliver Twist.
Twist.
That's why when you said coil and stuff, I was like, we're moving in the right direction. We're moving in there. Those are twisty, but It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, Brett likes
the next one.
I need to read more. Okay. Do you have the next one?
Yeah. Clear all drawings. Let me do that.
Here we go.
Okay. Ready?
It's another person. Nope. It's a clock. It's a clock. Pac-Man. Nope. It's a book. What? is that? It's a wheelbarrow? Is that somebody with a Batman mask on? What? It's a kid's book. Cat in the Hat.
Yes.
High five.
High five is right.
Whew.
We did it. We did it.
All right, folks. Here we go. Elizabeth, are you ready for everybody's favorite game on this show? The Wheel of Wonder.
Wheel of Wonder.
I can't even contain myself.
Come here, bud. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh.
All right. Come stand right here.
Bodie,
Here, you gotta put here. Stay right here.
Bodie, you're gonna spin. You're gonna spin for me, please. Okay? Will you spin the wheel for me?
Yeah.
Will you spin that wheel for me?
Yeah.
Awesome. Find a good one. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay,
Give it a-
spin away. Spin away.
What's it gonna land on? What's it gonna land on? Oh!
Wait, what does it say? I can't read it.
Here it says rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors. Is this 2 out of 3?
This is here we go. Now I'm incredibly competitive.
Oh, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I know.
So get ready. So right now we've played this game
Hold on a
two times.
second. Hold on. I need to change my costume.
Okay. Do 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 do.
I'll get on my playing gloves here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't play around. Okay, let's go. What are we doing?
Okay. All right, here we go. I'll start. I'll go first. Okay.
Yep.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh.
Oh, we got a game. We got a game.
We got one here. All right, here we go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, let me cut that. Let me cut that for you. Let me trim it. Like I need a hair trim. Jeez. All right.
Here we go.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, you failed at the most amazing test. Never mess with death when never mess with a Sicilian when death is on the line.
All right, folks, that's our show. Thanks. Bye, Elizabeth. No, I'm just kidding.
Shoot, that's right. I couldn't even get 3 out of you. Darn it.
Elizabeth, I cannot thank you enough. We cannot thank you enough.
Yeah.
And a little sign off. Do you have anything to share with our viewers? Anybody out there? Anything that you want to say to anybody? Or
I'm sure a lot of the folks that watch this would hope are court members of the court family, and that includes the subscribers and the those that have supported it for so long and have seen a lot of my work there. And you guys are some of the best audiences in Chicago, and I can't wait to get back to play with you guys, because that's what this is. It's about not just doing something like one of these silly things that I do online, or we're all doing online and stuff. It's about being in a shared space and experiencing something in its live form together that unifies us. And we'll get back to it. And I look forward to that day, and just stay healthy and positive.
Yep, I couldn't agree with you more. Elizabeth, thank you so much.
Thank
you. Folks, this is Matthew Sitz.
Give my love to everybody, please, that you...
I definitely will, and they'll see this. This is Matthew Sitz signing off with What's Up with Matthew Sitz with the world famous Elizabeth Ledo. Thank you, everybody. Bye.